The miniskirt effect, or the miniskirt 효과 in Korean, says that the sales of miniskirts increase when the economic growth becomes stagnant. There is another similar term called the lipstick effect, which says that the sales of lipsticks increase when the economy is in recession because lipsticks tend to give the most visible bang for the buck compared to other cosmetic products. Today we are going to check out this place called the Olive Young, which has gained noticeable popularity among the Korean female consumers in their 20s and 30s. Would you like to join me to find out why they might be? Hello, this is Hongguan. Thank you for watching. In this video, we are mainly going to check out two branches of Olive Young, the Myeongdong Central branch and the Myeongdong branch. Originally, I wanted to show our subscribers and viewers the largest Olive Young store in Korea, which is the Myeongdong Town branch in Seoul. However, that branch was under renovation when I made the visit. So instead of visiting that branch, I decided to visit the next best locations, which are called the Myeongdong Central branch and the Myeongdong branch. Please keep in mind that it may be easy to lose a sense of direction in this area because this area tends to be crowded and the buildings are relatively close to each other. As you may have noticed by now, Olive Young has multiple presence in the same area near the subway station, all within walking distance. This makes them very accessible for the potential customers. Please keep in mind that this Myeongdong area is considered very expensive to rent. I wouldn't call it a luxurious area, but because of the high foot traffic this area can offer, including tourists, the rent is typically well over 10 million Korean won or 8,000 US dollars a month, depending on its size and location. My best guess is that Olive Young is currently paying more than the double for each location because the stores I visited occupied more than one floor. My understanding is that they are kind of like a convenience store, except they mainly sell, I would say, 90% health and beauty items. Speaking of the items, one of the key reasons why I think Olive Young has gotten so popular in the recent years is because of the high number of health and beauty items they offer in one spot. Before Olive Young became a popular place, a customer needed to go to a certain brand store to another brand store in order to find the exact health and beauty item or a skincare product they find satisfying. However, after Olive Young showed up, the previously popular Korean brand stores like the Face Shop, Misha, the Skin Food, and the Innisfree either went out of business or closed down many of their physical stores. I don't see them as much as I used to compared to, say, 10 years ago. At Olive Young, they are carrying numerous items from multiple brands in one spot. It's an advantage. One thing to note here is that buying a cosmetic product is not really the same as buying a bundle of computer papers because it's something to be applied on someone's skin. The skin type, the skin color, the skin health condition all come into play when purchasing a skincare product, and finding the exact product a customer may find satisfying can take hours. In most cases, I wouldn't call this process quick and clean with minimum time spent at the store. It's often slow and requires trials. Speaking of trials, another key advantage I saw Olive Young offers was that they allow or almost encourage people to try out most of their products from sunscreen to perfumes. Many of the items they had on display had one sample with a sticker that said, "Try me." This made the customer experience much more engaging and allowed customers to minimize the risk of buying a wrong product that they are not going to use in the end. This feature was something I did not experience from their competitors like Innisfree and the Face Shop in the past. They may have added this feature at this point, but I had to buy the product to try it, not the other way around. Once I bought it, it was difficult to return it because it's opened. Another key interesting thing regarding the customer experience was the mixed use of their physical stores, online store, and mobile store. I believe this is what they call the omni-channel strategy, which is the usage of multiple channels like offline, online, and mobile, leading to the same spot, the Olivion, with similar experience. They offer a service called the 오늘 드림 in Korean, which translates to something like offering today or giving today. If a customer orders a product online, either from their website or from their app, before 8 o'clock in the evening, he or she can receive the product by their front door within 3 hours, delivered from the nearby Olivion location. The customer can also specify what time of the day he or she wants the product to be delivered. If the customer wants to return the product, he or she can do so by just taking the package to the nearby Olivion location, which should be close by. This is certainly an interesting mixed usage of different channels, offline, online, and mobile. The average delivery time is apparently 55 minutes according to the website. Their membership program or the customer retention program is also interesting. Basically, the more money a customer spends, more discount coupons he or she will receive. They have 5 different membership levels, starting from baby olive to gold olive. Gold. I can see why many females in their 20s and 30s make purchases from Olivion. They kind of gamified it based on my understanding. Looking at the products at the Olivion store, one thing I noticed is that not only they carried renowned brands like Gillette, L'Oreal, Eucerin, IOPay, Clinique, and Laneige, they also carried up-and-coming brands like Vanilla Co., Rome and Amuse, and Jeongsanmul, which honestly I have never heard of. I have never tried any of them before, but they seemed quite popular. By just being present at the Olivion store, it kind of gave me a sense of confidence that they have been tested and verified by the Olivion corporate. Please note that Olivion's official name is the CJ Olivion Corporation. About 51% stake of the company is owned by the CJ Group, one of the big Korean conglomerates. The CJ Group, formerly known as 제일제당 in Korean, used to be part of the Samsung Group, another big Korean conglomerate, which is known for their Samsung Galaxy smartphones and the LED TVs overseas. In 1993, 제일제당, CJ for short in English acronym, parted ways with the Samsung Group and became an independent company in 1996. Please know that the chairman of the CJ Group is a grandson of the founder of the Samsung Group, Lee Byung-chul. The two groups are still technically family related. Shifting gears here, yes, Olivion has basically wiped out most of their offline competitors in Korea, like the Face Shop, Innisfree, and Misha. But somewhat recently, a new sheriff in town called Coupang had showed up. Coupang, which wants to be the Amazon.com in Korea, has been eating away the Olivion's online beauty market share, and they have been heading bust for quite a while now. Coupang formally made a complaint against Olivion to Fair Trade Commission in Korea, alleging that Olivion is prohibiting and threatening small and up-and-coming brands to be listed on the Coupang's online marketplace. The CJ Group and Coupang also have conflicts in different areas like the logistics and distribution market, because the CJ Group owns a shipping company called the CJ Logistics, or 대한통운 in Korean, and Coupang does their own shipping, kind of like the Amazon.com. Based on the observation I made during those trips to Olivion branches, it is my understanding that Olivion is one of the favorite stores to shop among the Chinese tourists. Starting August 2023, only a few months ago, the Chinese government has lifted the travel ban to Korea, which started in March 2017 due to the something to do with geopolitics. The only thing I'm going to say here is this. There is a saying in Korea which goes, 내가 하면 로맨스, 네가 하면 불륜. It can be translated to something like, if I do it, it's a romance. But if you do it, it's a scandal. I'm not here trying to say who's right, who's wrong here, but so going back to the story here, Because the travel ban has been lifted, I'm noticing more and more Chinese-speaking people at some of the places I go. Historically, Korean cosmetic products have been really popular in China, but in the recent years, they have been struggling based on my understanding. In the lower end, the Chinese consumers are buying local Chinese brands now, and in the upper end, they are buying luxury and premium brands like L'Oreal, Estee Lauder, Shiseido, SK2, and Lancome. It's kind of like the smartphone market and the automobile market in my opinion. For the cheap stuff, they are buying Chinese brands like Xiaomi, Huawei, Oppo, BYD, XPeng, and Neo. For the expensive stuff, they are buying Apple and Tesla. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, have a nice day. Bye bye. Talking about Olive Young, I always thought that the girls with either no or minimum makeup are the prettiest. I once worked at a cosmetic/medical company many years ago. I have seen it all. A boob job, a butt job, a face reconstruction. When I go outside, I can tell who got a nose job done. It has been getting more difficult to tell, but once you see and smell how sausages are made, you won't bother going near them, at least for a while.